The 8 largest airplanes in human history. The number 1 can even fit a commercial airliner inside. Since ancient times, flight has been the ultimate dream of humanity. It wasn't until the Wright brothers that the invention of the airplane completely changed the face of our planet. Fighter jets have granted humanity greater capabilities in warfare, while modern super airliners have transformed the way we travel. Today, I want to share with you the 8 extraordinarily large airplanes that have ever existed in the world. Let's explore these amazing flying machines together. Number 8, Airbus Beluga XL. The Beluga transport aircraft is undoubtedly one of the coolest planes you've ever seen. This uniquely designed transport plane is specifically used to transport important components of Airbus aircraft across Europe. The arrival of the Beluga XL has significantly increased the transport capacity of large aircraft components, thereby meeting the demand for increased production of the Airbus A350XWB wide-body aircraft and other models. Before the Beluga XL was introduced, Airbus primarily relied on barges and trucks to transport parts across Europe. Although the current capacity of the Beluga XL has not completely replaced these transport methods, that is definitely its goal, and it is expected to ultimately replace the widely used Antonov An-124. Since the Beluga XL is designed as a cargo plane, it has a larger fuselage and greater cargo capacity. In terms of energy efficiency and aerodynamic application, the Beluga XL surpasses its predecessor in almost every aspect. This design has created a wave in the aerospace industry, and they even painted the aircraft with a design resembling the beluga whale it is named after. The manufacturers state that they created this cargo aircraft to alleviate environmental issues and meet the growing demands for transportation and capacity. The first new Beluga XL was put into operation in 2019. Number 7, Flying Buttress. The design of the Flying Buttress is inspired by the Berlin airship and incorporates many modern elements, such as the use of helium, auxiliary wings, and a tail. It utilizes static and dynamic aerodynamic principles for flight and is equipped with 4 diesel-powered propellers at the rear. This aircraft was initially developed as a project for the U.S. military, with its maiden flight taking place in 2012 in Lakehurst, New Jersey. However, in 2013, the military project was cancelled, and the original engineers were inspired to pursue new ideas. Subsequently, the British company HAV acquired the design and actively advanced the production of the Flying Buttress. However, in 2016, the Flying Buttress encountered an accident during a test flight, forcing the team to abandon a project referred to as Baby. Nevertheless, reports suggest that the Flying Buttress is still under development, which certainly leaves us with high expectations. Number 6, Convair B-36 Bomber. The B-36 is the largest piston-driven aircraft produced in quantity and was the longest combat aircraft ever built, measuring an incredible 230 feet in length. Ironically, this bomber, known as the Peacemaker, was the first to be able to launch nuclear weapons from its 4 bomb bays without any special modifications. In other words, it allowed for the first time the easy launching of nuclear bombs, much like a pea shooter. It is said that the B-36 had a range of up to 10,000 miles, with an astonishing payload capacity of 87,200 pounds. In summary, the B-36 could perform intercontinental flights without refueling. It entered active service in 1948, becoming a key component of post-World War II aerial strategy. Number 5, the 5th Super Guppy. As you can see, has a shape that makes it hard to imagine it could take off from the ground. This was also a concern for air traffic controllers, so on the day of the prototype's test flight, they notified the police and fire departments to ensure everything was prepared. Due to its fish-like shape, this aircraft is named the Super Guppy. It turns out these worries were unfounded. The Super Guppy exceeded everyone's expectations. In 1962, this brand new aircraft soared into the sky near Los Angeles in an astonishing manner, marking the beginning of a new era in aircraft design. Some even wondered if this aircraft might be mistaken for an unidentified flying object, as witnesses noted it resembled a blimp more than a conventional airplane. Despite being around for 50 years, this hybrid aircraft still transports goods with remarkable efficiency, even rivaling the Galaxy series of transport aircraft. Number 4, the Antonov An-124 transport aircraft. The An-124 was designed in the 1980s by the Antonov Design Bureau in Kyiv, Ukraine, while it was still part of the Soviet Union. After 30 years of development, the An-124 became the largest cargo aircraft in the world, second only to the An-225 Mriya, which successfully completed its first test flight in 1982. However, the An-124 only received civil aviation certification in 1992. It seems that producing all the kings of transport aircraft indeed takes quite a bit of time. In 2014, due to the tense political relations between Ukraine and Russia, there were also disputes over the intellectual property rights of the An-124. Number 3, Boeing C-17. Boeing C-17 is a unique military transport aircraft that combines strategic and tactical airlift capabilities. It can quickly deploy troops to major military bases or forward operating bases and can also perform tactical transport and airdrop missions when necessary. Its long range allows it to adapt to changing environments, whether under unpredictable conditions or providing large-scale supplies to a naval fleet. The C-17 can handle it all. Since 1990, it has been involved in every military operation, equipped with modern cargo technology and well-trained aircrew. The cargo floor is equipped with tie-down tracks and ball-bearing roller systems, making it easy to load large items such as helicopters and armored vehicles. It can fly at altitudes above 35,000 feet, carrying 100,000 pounds of cargo over distances exceeding 9,000 kilometers, and can take off and land on the smallest fields or runways. Number 2, Boeing 747 Dreamlifter. This aircraft was derived to support the production of the 787 Dreamliner. In 2003, while developing the 787, Boeing encountered transportation issues due to the oversized components of the aircraft. At the time, no known transport method could handle them, and the costs were exorbitant. Ultimately, Boeing's solution was to create an aircraft capable of transporting the components needed for the 787. They purchased 4 Boeing 747 jetliners from airlines in China and Malaysia, dismantled them, and modified them into a new type of aircraft. This allowed them to relatively easily airlift the components required for the 787 Dreamliner. Since these aircraft were developed to fulfill the dream of creating the 787, they were named the Dreamlifter. Number 1, B-52 Bomber. The B-52 is one of the most dangerous and versatile achievements in human aircraft engineering. This massive plane has a long range and large payload. It is an 8-engine long-range strategic bomber from the United States. It is primarily used for executing strategic nuclear weapon or cruise missile bombing missions and supporting U.S. Navy and submarine operations. This is not a small aircraft. It can remain airborne for extended periods, almost indefinitely. Just fill the fuel tanks, and the B-52 can keep flying, functioning like a mobile fortress. Its wings span about 159 feet and can carry up to 488,000 pounds of payload, equipped with many advanced flight and engineering technologies. On the ground, wrinkles appear on the surface at the front of the aircraft. When it ascends to a certain altitude, the pressure in the cabin increases, causing the surface to expand and become smooth. This terrifying aerial fortress first emerged in 1952 and is expected to remain in service until after 2030. As you can see, throughout the history of aviation, some clever designs have had a profound impact on the world. These designs have not only changed the way we transport goods during wars and connect continents but have also played an indispensable role in the development of modern society. Well, that's all for this episode. Which of these 8 largest airplanes is your favorite? Or do you have other massive aircraft you'd like to share with us? Feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.